Well, hello again, McLaren F1 lovers. Today we have a Kyosho of this particular car that raced around in 1998, as the space says. I don't have the original packaging. It came screwed to this, and so let's get that out of here. Bought this used locally. It's got some paint rash because it's old. Kyosho's, I think all diecast seem to get paint rash. Yeah, so I'm just reading Wikipedia. At this time, the BPR Global Racing Series changed into the FIA series, and the rules changed with it. So where some cars, like the Porsche, the Nissan, and Mercedes, those are purpose-built race cars for the new series. McLaren had to go and basically change all the bodywork on their road-going F1 car to compete, and this one didn't do too well. The car that won in 1998 was a Porsche, which I'll show something similar to at the end. Alright, let's start this review here. So these wheels, yeah, they look pretty nice. They look like that last photograph I showed. So you got the center knockoff there. I don't know what all these little dots would be for, but a lot of thin spokes. Quite thin indeed, considering this is, I don't know if this is a toy or a model or what, but there's air passing between the spokes. Kyoshos are hit or miss on the rolling. This one doesn't. The tires must be scraping the body work there. Alright, what I do like about Kyoshos though is all the sponsorship is tampo printed. There's no decals or anything like that. The stance of this is very good. The tires, it's very low to the ground, and that's why it doesn't roll, because it looks more like the photographs than something that wants to roll like a Hot Wheels. Alright, so we got some venting here, but it's obviously the whole car is black, so who knows. I don't think they added a different black or anything like that. Let's see here. Yeah, that all looks good, but you can see something about it up here in particular. It's the paint rash. Yeah, see this bubbling right here? That's not good. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what the previous owner did to this thing, but yeah, this is all paint rash. That's not good, but what can you do unless someone comes and remakes this mold? But I don't know if anyone will, because I don't think this long-tail McLaren ever won anything. Okay, well, the plastic base is this chin spoiler. It looks very thick. Yeah, unnecessarily thick. I don't know why they made it that way. I guess I'm looking at the side photo. I guess it is pretty thick for a race car, but they literally actually molded the plastic downwards. Strange. All right, moving on. What do we have here? That's a real vent. I mean, that's how. So that's pretty realistic, I guess. If you want to cool off the fake brakes that aren't even there. There's no brakes on Kyoshos. You have the tampo printed turn signal, running lights, so that's okay. And then you have the clear plastic headlights, which is even better, and there's black printing on them. There's a lot of funky stuff going on inside there. It looks like a clear bar here, but here it looks like it depends how you hold it. Something to do with the molding process. It looks as it catches the light. Something going on in there. It's pretty funky. Okay, well, yeah, the tampo printing looks good up there. There, the wiper blade is raised, painted black. The window molding is painted black as well. Up here, it seems to have a scratch, but it's a tampo printed sponsorship on that windshield banner. Over here on this side, everything looks okay. You got separate mirrors, but nothing, no silver paint or sticker on those. You have a little crease here in the window molded in to look like the door brake. This vent, no, perfectly flat. Sadly, it's not going in at all. We have two silver things here. I think those are the fuel fillers. It might seem too high, but this whole car is very low to the ground, so that's where they are. We got some Nakaducks back here. The wing's got some printing on there. The wing is in good shape. What's weird is, this is plastic, but this plastic is actually getting paint rash. I always thought paint rash is more like had to do with the fact that zinc diecast releases a lot of gas or something like that, but I don't know how you'd explain this. Like, right, that plastic I don't think is releasing gas, or is it? Maybe rubber tires out gas. Alright, very cool. You got the transparent taillights there. Very vibrant, and it looks like there's like a light bulb, at least in the orange one. And then the text back here, I guess it's as good as I can focus it. It looks like an F1. I can't really, I don't know if you can read the McLaren. Wow, I think it's pretty close. You can almost read it. GTR is legible. The Loctite there is fine. The exhaust is just part of the metal casting, but at least there's a recess with black there, so they look kind of like tubes. And then the back grille here is alright. Seems to be a plastic piece. On the bottom, not much to it, but at least Kyosho tells you what the car is and what scale it is and the fact that they made it. So you can buy this without packaging and pretty much know what it is you're holding in your hand. Except for it would be really cool if they actually printed like the year it competed and that kind of thing, but that's an extra process. So yeah, unfortunately this thing is just kind of ugly because it's all paint rashed on this whole area here, but it's gonna have to do. I like these McLarens, these 1990s McLarens. Let's start off by looking at the cars it competed against. So I'm not sure if Kyosho has this in the winning livery, the red, white, and blue livery, but this on the bottom says it's a 1997 GT1. So I have to assume they made this casting specifically to make that racing version, but I haven't been able to find it, at least at a cheap price. So this is just like a random homologation street version. It's got the jelly bean headlights. Alright, and then Mercedes had their CLK longtail at the time. What was it specifically called? CLK GTR. Okay. And then the last one is Nissan's entry, the R390, I think it's called. Let's see. R390 GT1. Okay. So they're all nice. Kyosho. Yeah. Kyosho trickles out models, but I haven't seen them do a new casting in a while. And it seems like they're just basically taking all these old castings and putting them into those crystal boxes and charging more money. which is not good. Okay, let's look at some McLarens here. So I reviewed this one in the past. It's the same casting, but it's got a different livery, of course. So I guess this is from 1997. This one, the Lark cigarettes, pretty vibrant livery. Kyosho also has the one that won the 24 Hours of Le Mans. It's okay for its time. I don't know when the model actually came out, but it's still pretty nice. And then they had the same casting in the Gulf livery. But the time moves on, and so Mini GT has this one, and I put my own 3D printed brakes in there, but otherwise an absolutely fantastic rollable model slash toy. So mine is Hot Wheels. It seems like all these brands, if they're die-cast, they're all susceptible to paint rash. I feel like it's good to not leave these models in their packaging, in particular TLVs. I think that they want to breathe or something, like the paint wants to outgas, and if it has nowhere to go, it might just cause this bubbling. I don't know. That's what I feel, but I could be totally wrong. Okay, well, thank you for watching, guys. I have all the Kyoshos I want, but if I find some at a decent price like this one, there might be another video to come in the future. Thanks for watching. See you around.